Hey everybody, welcome to the HeroClix Cafe. Another good night of talking HeroClix and having an auction on some good stuff tonight. We finally got what everybody wanted. We got Batman Team Up and we got Avengers 60 going tonight, which we've been trying to get for the last few weeks, but logistics with shipping had not cooperated with us. But tonight we got it. So how is everybody? We're drawing closer and closer to Worlds. I know it's on my mind. I assume that it's going to be on your guys' mind also if you're going. I practiced last night at the store with some guys. I had a pretty good time. We played Pulp. To be honest with you, I'm actually considering only playing Pulp. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm on the edge of wanting to play Modern and not play Modern, but I am 100% playing Pulp. I'm still on the, still play testing, still building teams. Haven't made up my mind yet for sure about Modern. I guess my thing is I don't know that I want to put the effort into playing Modern. I think there's a lot out there, a lot to be thinking about, and there's a lot of tech, and I don't have anything that I'm set on, and I just don't know if I want to put in all the effort of team building and testing and everything else to play Modern. I'm not in love with Modern right now at the moment anyway. Hey, David Stockman, good to see you, bud. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? But I'm just not in the mood to play Modern. And I mean, you know, I'm not down on anybody else that is playing it. I'm not trying to say the game's bad or anything like that. It's just, I think that you have to be playing pretty good bit. I like the Pulp. I'm torn. I'm still confused because on theme. I got a question: is it silver or is it modern? Because I remember reading. It says silver if you go and you read the stuff. It says that theme is silver, but yet I remember when they went to Gen Con doing some kind of question. Okay, so it is silver. I don't know. Silver's a lot. I don't know that I want to play theme or not. I don't know. That's a possibility. I'm playing teams for 100%. I'm playing Pulp 100%, and I'm kind of on the edge of playing silver and not silver but theme, and on the edge of playing modern. I just don't know. It's not a break, Kyle. The King of the North is speaking. How you doing, buddy? So anyway, I don't have time to take breaks. I just don't know if I want to play modern. It's just, I really, Pulp is my favorite thing right now. Team and Pulp, 100%. Yep. AV60 there's a lot of stuff out of AV60. I've been messing around with, everybody was talking about Deathstroke, and he's really, 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 really good, and I've been messing around with him. But he takes up, if you play him at 150, it's pretty easy to knock him off and get him lowered almost to the 100-point value pretty quick. So I don't know if the extra 50 points is good. And even at 100, he takes up a pretty good part of the team, and at least the team that I built. And I don't know that I'd liked. I think that what I was playing against and having a tough time against was swarm teams that had a lot of figures and that did a lot of damage output. So eventually he knocks them down. Deathstroke. Yeah, I tried him. I tried him at 100 also. Now, for you guys that are wondering, like, if you're in the cafe, like, who in the hell is he talking to? There's nobody in here talking. I'm on I'm on a Restream chat, and it includes. I can look at the HeroClix Cafe, so if you talk in there, I can't speak to you. But I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook on Rock, and I'm on Facebook on Lucky Dice's pages. So I'm able to see all those at once. Securian, Iron Man, Mephisto. I've got those pieces. I just don't. I don't know that Securian is as big. I think really Silver Carnage Surfer is really the piece, and in my opinion, in modern age meta. but I don't know about further. So UNC Start, yeah, he's good. Empire Rocket, and of course I've been talking about Thanos for um, a long time. That he's one of the most powerful, if not the most powerful, CUR piece that I've ever seen. Deathstroke is there also, but um, I don't one on one. Who wins, Thanos or Deathstroke? I think Thanos maybe wins because of all of his reducers and everything. I know that Thanos. I mean, I know that Deathstroke has Pulse Wave, but that Pulse Wave against a single figure doesn't work so great. And then he's got to get around a lot of things. And anyway, it's a very Deathstroke is hard to kill. I give him that, but the damage output that he does isn't quite as great as I thought it was going to be. I really thought that it would do more. It's the uncommon in AV60 Thanos, Kyle. Um, but long dial, 150 points. You still have room to build things around it. And I played with him and the Doctor Strange, and I built a team just on the fly. Mostly just I guess it was all AV60 about a week ago, and I felt like that team in some ways was better. But I had Aunt May on the team, which we all know what Aunt May does, and I had Thanos and I had Doctor Strange, and then I used Bats. So Bats would I would use the enhancement on Bats to do the enhance the range attacks. I had a Scarlet Witch, so I had Scarlet Witch for prob, but also she could attack and she could TK, if I remember right. And then I had so Thanos could do a running shot, BTK back. Strange could put out his terrain, make a shot, and he could and then maybe cut BTK back, and then you had Bats, and you had Mystics. You had a lot of things going. It was a pretty good team, but Hope Prime with the cape. Yeah, if you're talking modern age, so he's good, but I just don't know. But anyway, I used that team, and the damage output was really good last week. And I played with Deathstroke and some other stuff this week, and I had some hard to kill stuff. And I liked it, but I felt like, well, I tell you what, I was playing a hands team, so I was playing against Daredevil, and I had Matt Murdock, and I was fighting another Deathstroke. Anyways, they was themed, and they eventually overtook me, but we were playing without time, and that team takes a lot of time to overwhelm you, produce the ninjas, and do things. If we'd been playing with time, I believe I would have won. So I mean, there's that. So I mean, the swarm teams have to get out fast to be able to be effective. Where I think my team that I was playing last night is more than likely going to take the lead and kill 2 or 3 pieces, and then have to survive the onslaught. So it's tough. I liked it. I like playing with the team I got. I need to play it more against some other builds. But I don't know. The thing is, I guess I'm not sure yet. Now I want to go back and build a Thanos team and see what he can do. Um, yeah, Swarm could be nasty, but I mean, I could slow that team down. I usually always got the first punch because his team really didn't have any range. Punisher had some range, and that was about it. Which Punisher was good, but all of his figures, but 2 could jump off and on buildings. They ignored that helps a lot. But again, it's about map choice. He had theme, so he was +3. So most of the time, he was going to win the map, which is still a big advantage. But anyway, I don't know. I like what I was playing. I don't know if I'm going to switch from it, but I'm gonna play around and possibly change it a little bit and see what I can do. And again, I want to play a little bit more with Thanos. I started off by wanting to build the anti Deathstroke team because I knew that people were playing it a lot, and I wanted to have something that could handle him. And I was looking at things that which I still can do with some of them. there's quite a few figures, not a lot, but there's quite a few figures that can't be pulse waved, and so I was playing with some of those. So his pulse wave didn't really work that well, but he wasn't the Deathstroke I was playing against wasn't doing that much damage. It was the other guys that I was having to deal with. It was the stupid ninjas because of exploit weakness, getting that from Daredevil, and and then being able to sidestep and charge and shoot and everything else. And then Daredevil herself was really good, and Matt Murdock was really good, and they were able to go over buildings and anyway, it was a lot to deal with. Again, I always usually got off the first attack, and but it was surviving. So we played a really long game that I eventually got wore down, and the game was somewhat close. But I really think time wise, he had a disadvantage because I think I can take out enough stop. And the other thing is when you're producing the ninjas the way he was, those are points. So I don't know that my the way we were playing, it was aggressive both sides. I don't know that if I'm playing a real game, if I play the way that we were playing, if I play to win, I probably take out the stuff and I'm keep moving back and around, not letting him kill my stuff and taking it more to time because you kill an ninja or two, you're down 30 points. Most of the stuff I had on my team, except for two figures, weren't worth very many points. Yeah, that Daredevil is Daredevil is good. The one what is the one that he was playing with? I think that was out of War of the Realms. The Daredevil with it's the girl Daredevil, and she can charge, and she gives everybody that shares a keyword exploit weakness, and she ignores buildings. I think that's out of War of the Realms, but I'm not positive. Spidey's good also. All the Spidey teams I think are going to be good. I think you can build a Spidey themed team. You know, one of the things I've been meaning to look up, and if somebody here knows, that's where Beyond Amazing. Okay, Daredevil was out of Beyond Amazing. If somebody knows, I know that I haven't played in any. Which we're having our first one at the cafe this weekend. In 2 days we'll have our first pulp tournament. So if anybody's out there, I hope you come down for that. I've got good prizing and hoping to have some fun. So anyway, I haven't gotten a chance to play in any of those tournaments. Depending on how many people we have this weekend, I'm going to play. If we have a huge turnout, I'm probably not going to play. If we have a mediocre to low turnout, then I'm going to play because I'm wanting to get the play time in and have some fun. But my question is that I've been watching some of the people play Pulp around the country, and I know that Scott Crampton has had some success with Pulp, and I know he won the Pulp at Gen Con, the side event that they had there, and I think he won the one in New Orleans when they had that. But my question is what is his team? What is Scott? Does anybody know what Scott Crampton is running? Do you know? Does anybody know what Scott is running as a Pulp team? I've been meaning to look it up, and I'm just curious. I mean, that would be the first team that I would want to be able to beat, would be whatever Scott Crampton's team is, seeing that it's winning everything. So are you answering my question, Kyle, or are you just throwing that out there? Does anybody know? I'm talking to the people in the cafe too. If you guys know, I'm just curious as to what his team is. I can look it up and find it somewhere. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't. I don't. My problem, Karima from House of X. That is what he's running. Are you telling me that that's what? Okay, so it's a Karima. Okay. What else is on that team? I haven't looked at that at all, and I don't even know what she does. I remember looking at her before. Now you got me wondering. It's a robot team. Okay. Let me see that now. Now I'm curious. What does she do? Does she give free actions or let them move or... I gotta look it up on HC Realms. Which I'm shied away from using HC Realms. I've been using the other site, C Nexus, which is much better. I got my team saved on that, but I don't have it on my phone. I've been using it on the computer. So Karima, but I do believe House of X. Here we go. And what does she do? Okay, so she's got running shot, precision strike. She's got invulnerability, 7 range, double target, and this is team up, robot theme team. When establishing theme teams, friendly characters with the robot keyword gain the Sentinel keyword. After revealing forces, you may replace character cards with their alternates. You can choose a team up if you're. So I mean, is he running a switch team to where you can go Sentinels and in a robot team? Okay, team up Marauders theme team. Okay, he's not doing that. So what is the advantage of playing the robot team? I mean, what is the other stuff that he's running with it? Is he running? See, because of the robot keyword gain the Sentinel keyword. So is he running a bunch of Sentinels? What is he running? Oh, he's using the team up card. So the team up card for Karima. I'm not seeing that. I hate you, HC Realms. I hate the way you do things now. HC Realms, okay, O2, I see. So that he's using the team up, the robot theme team up card. I got you. So he's using that version of her. So that's so he's using Sentinels and he's using robots. And what are the? Because Karima herself, I mean, she's not terrible, but she's not very great. So what are the robots and the Sentinels that are really good that he's using? You can get additional Sentinels out of that, out up to 400 points. Okay, so is that what he's doing? Is it a Sentinel? Is it Sentinels that are coming in? Because of master modes. All right, so is he using master mode? Well, he can't use master mode on on the. How can he use master mode? Master mode, it turns factory dial faster. How does he use master mode on a pulp team? I don't think you can do that. Maybe I'm wrong. You can use master mode on a pulp team. So you got. So he's using. So he's using master mode on the sideline, or is he? I mean, he can't. He would not be legal on the map itself. So how's he using master mode? Is that what? Where's the legality fall in that? Again, I'm not. I'm just starting to play pulp. So what is it? How does that work? How do you use master mode? Because he's not a CER set. He's a LE. He wouldn't be legal. Johnny? How does he use master mode? How can you use master mode in pulp? What rule am I missing? I mean, I know you could have a sideline. So does can you? How would you even be able to put that on the sideline? I don't know. I'm just asking. I see the team up card. Ah, David sending me something. Oh, I got this team now. Okay, so Mora, Karima, um, Doctor Strange, Misty Knight, um, Mr. Sinister, Maxwell Red. Okay, yeah. There's not a master mode on this team. But I see his team now. Oh, and he's got Marvella. So he's switching some stuff around. I'll have to go and study this a little bit. Yeah, I'll have to study this a little bit. Sentinel, Scroll Spy. So he's got a sideline of Sentinel, Scroll Spy, and looks like War Machine. So that's the robots. And yeah, I mean, I see where he's got everything tied together, but I'll have to see what they all do. Yeah, I saw it, Dave. Thanks. That clarifies what he's running. I might have to build it at the store just to see how it plays. Um, all right. So other thing I want to show y'all tonight, we're getting close to the auction ending. We got 4 minutes left. So WizKids finally sent me my switch clicks. It's not painted or anything yet. This one the one I've got in my hand, I'm actually sending to PJ. So I'm gonna put that on camera so you guys can see it. That's not. I know you probably don't get a really good view, but that's my wife. That's Tracy. I previewed everything several weeks ago when they sent me I think we did it before Huntington, so we did it back in May. But this is the actual first switch clicks I got from them, and they sent me a 3D file, and we printed trophies using her. So I mean, I've seen it before, but this is the actual switch clicks that PJ is going to get painted, and I'm going to get painted. It's my wife. She's dressed in as an Amazon. She's meant to look like we're going to paint her to look more like Wonder Woman guard. She's holding a cat. That's PJ's cat. He lost his cat prior to me losing my wife, and he helped us, I guess. We put in money to be able to do a switch clicks, and so that's her, and he's getting the WizKids sends 2 of them. Of course, we can 3D print more, but they send 2 of them, and we can. He's getting 1, and I'm getting 1, and I'm having a really good friend of mine, which David actually knows, and also Dennis knows. Jeremy is a pretty good painter. He tells everybody he's not, but he's a good painter. And my wife, we were all good friends, and she loved Jeremy. Jeremy loved her, and she loved his painting. And so there's probably there are people out there that I can pay and get the job done probably faster and quicker and maybe even better. But that's not the point. The point is that I wanted Jeremy to do it, and I think she would want Jeremy to do it, and I would. And as far as I'm concerned, and as far as she would be concerned, there's nobody that could do a better job than him for this. And so he'll be. I wished I could have got this earlier and had it ready for Worlds. He has enough time to do it, but we're doing too many things right now. We're doing too many things, so I don't know that he's going to have time to work it in, but he'll eventually get the job done. So I got a funny story. I got a funny story that happened this week. This happened at the cafe. For those of you that don't know it, we're doing a lot of remodeling. So we're moving our restaurant equipment and everything into the back. So you're not going to be able to see it. And where it was, we're creating a little cafe area. Tables are being moved around, counters being moved around. Guys from the Rock Cup come next year, they're going to be like, whoa, what the hell happened? Because it's all going to be different. And we've got a grant from Wizards rather, that we're using to do another room, and we're putting some new flooring down. We're doing a bunch of things. So one of the things we did when we moved our counter, we took the wall that was there and we went out. We gained maybe 4 feet. So we're building the wall, and the idea of the wall was to come out and then go straight to the bathroom to still give you access to the bathroom that was there. And we're looking at it because we're about to open up a ghost kitchen, and the ghost kitchen we'll be adding that. We're in the middle of making our menu. So we know we needed more room for stuff out there. And Jeremy and I are talking, and we're like, why don't we just take the wall all the way to that wall? Why don't we do this? And I said, Jeremy, we already got 2 bathrooms here. Why don't we just cut off access to this bathroom here and take the wall out and take it straight across, and we'll use this bathroom for the employees' bathroom, and we'll keep the other 2 bathrooms for people in the store. I said, very rarely are all 3 bathrooms being used, and I think it'll be fine. And I said, that'll still give us, and by doing that, the only reason we keep this area open is to give access to that bathroom, a walkway to it. So we decided to make that move, and it's giving us still the same space, and we're moving things around, and gives us a hell of a lot of space in the back. We ended up, instead of going 4 feet, we probably went about 8 feet, something like that. Probably 8 feet. 8 foot out. So we added 8 foot of space back into the kitchen, and it's going to make things a lot better. And then we're doing some stuff to the wall to make it match with the rest of the store, yada, 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 yada. So I'm sitting there, and I've got an employee that hasn't been working for me but a few months, and I've said, man, I'm sitting at the table. I said, man, look at this. I mean, you ought to see all the stuff that we've done since the beginning. So here goes Howard. Howard pulls out his phone, and he goes to Lucky Dice, and he goes down to a Facebook page, and he goes down and he looks at all the he goes back and looks at the video. I said, look at this, man. And I'm showing him where we ripped up carpet and that all this stuff wasn't there and the floor was bare, and we're doing all this construction. The old cabinets are in there and things are up on the wall. And we go and I'm talking, shooting the video, and it ends up going right over there where we're doing the construction at. And I look and I'm like, oh my God, I don't believe this. Guys, we're putting the wall back exactly as the wall was when we opened the store. For 6 years, we took this wall down, we made it, we put it right here, and we had this great idea about extending the wall out and doing these things, and I'm looking at it, and we're putting it exactly back the way it was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, we're putting the wall back because the light bulb went off, and we had this great idea. Let's put this would help us so much, and we're putting the damn wall back exactly like it was. I laugh. It's going to be great, but I mean, it's the store is involved with our needs, and it's just hilarious to me that we took it down 6 years. Hey, let's put the wall back up, and we did it, and we didn't even know that we were doing it. We knew that we had taken something down, but we forgot that it extended out just the way that it was, and it's hilarious. Rocket City Toys, what's up? How you doing tonight? So our auctions are still going. We're in overtime on that. We have people are fighting. We're at 8:04, so we're 4 minutes to overtime. Most of the boosters have ended, but they're booster 10 and booster 3 are still being fought over. Soon as booster 3 and booster 10 end, we will I'll add some prizing in, and then we'll pick out what the bounty figure is going to be, and we'll start doing our auction tonight. But we need to wait till then. Wait for it to end. For those of you that are just catching me on Facebook, if you go to Auxit, Auxit is kind of that maybe some of you don't know what that is, but Auxit's kind of like a Whatnot. It's still a work in process. They're still doing some stuff, but Auxit, every Thursday night I do this live stream. Dan, they're out to get you. I saw it. Dan's on there. He says they keep outbidding me. They don't want you to have it, Dan. I guess maybe they think that that's the chase in there. But anyway, we do this every Thursday night, and then also we got a new set coming out for Notorious. I don't remember. I know it's in September. I don't remember the exact date, but once that releases, the Wednesday that it releases, we will also we'll open up boosters, and there we go. Auctions finally ended. Everything sold. The top booster tonight, Jesus, $37.69. Started off at $12, and it went all the way up to $37.69. That's pretty strong. So we sold one booster. What was that out, Dan? I assume that was the one you were bidding on. Was that what? It was booster number. What was that? I don't know. Booster 10 maybe. So booster 10 would have been out of Avengers 60, because Batman Team Up is the second one. So anyway, we do this every Thursday night. We talk HeroClix before this, and I tell people what's going on at the cafe and all that good stuff, and then we go and we do our auction. So again, for those that don't know it, most of you guys do. We do a bounty and the bounty is something that we name when we start opening up bricks, and we have bounty prizing. We have a prize pool. So what I'll do is I'll add things in to get us going, and I already announced this. So what we're having, the first thing that's going in is a Death Metal Wonder Woman. That will go in. That's part of the bounty prizing, and then of course we always put the legacy card in. So we are doing Avengers 60. It's sealed, so nobody knows what is in there. I will, if whoever wins the bounty, they will have the option of opening that. Pretty much everybody opens it every week, so we've not had a situation where somebody said don't open it up yet. But the way that this works is that when you buy a booster, which they're all sold right now, when you buy a booster, if the bounty figure is in your booster, then you win the bounty prizes. So so I'm going to start off by putting some prizing in there. So we got these two things. We got the legacy. I'm going to throw another map in there. I'm going to throw a map in there. This is Ultron's Lair on one side and Avengers Tower outdoor on the other side. I'm going to throw that in there. I'm going to throw in a tarot card. We're going to put in Justice. We're going to throw in another legacy card. I got a ton of them. Let's do a Wonder Woman. I feel Wonder Woman-ish tonight. Talking about Tracy all night. So we're going to do a Wonder Woman. This one is, what is that symbol? I think that's out of leg. I don't know. Anyway, might be JL52. So we got that Wonder Woman going. Legacy card. Let's throw in a Captain Avalon. Let's throw in, how about a Lockjaw from, it's a Fast Forces Lockjaw from Galactic Guardians. That's something a little different. I didn't even know I had that out here. I might not have it out here. I don't see the figure. I was kind of surprised when I pulled that up because I don't remember. Let's switch that. All right, so no Lockjaw. I'll add it in if I find it. And let's do a... For some reason, lots of people are buying these right now. I don't know why. I've been selling a lot of these guys on eBay. I don't know. Did they make a legacy card out of them? I don't think so. Maybe they think they're going to do it, but I don't see him either. He's got a bunch of cards and no figures, guys. We're in trouble. Oh, there he is. So we'll add an Atrocitus. That's out of War Light. We'll add him in there, and I think we need to do a team up. We'll do the Human Torch, and I'll also throw in a mystery case file. And this one is the man who laughs. So that's a good start. And let's get this thing on the way. Let's get the show on the road, as they would say. Let's put Tracy out of the way, and we will start opening up stuff. We have not picked the bounties. As soon as I put the boosters out, we will collectively choose what the bounty figure will be. So it's going to be something out of AV60. Nobody say anything yet. But we will, dang it, I don't have my marker again. I forgot to bring one. All right, I just used the pen. I think Tyler came over here when we were shooting a live stream with Oxit. We were talking to them and giving them some consulting, so to speak. And I think Tyler took my marker. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because I know I wouldn't have lost it. I never lose nothing. So anyway, we are. Let me number these. All right. So what we'll do is it's gonna be a super rare, not a super rare prime. We're gonna name. So everybody be thinking of super rares that are in AV60, and then when I tell you to start typing them in both on the stream and on the on the cafe all at one time. And the first super rare that's out of AV60 that gets named 3 times, nominated by somebody 3 times, will be the bounty figure. So we've done quite a bit of AV60. I think I'm looking forward to Notorious. This has been like the longest pause between sets that I can remember in a long time. It's been kind of refreshing, want to know the truth, but I am ready to start opening up something else besides AV60. So I'm glad when you guys say, hey man, let's do this and do that. So I'm not just opening up AV60 all the time. Nothing against the set. It's a really good set. But it's nice to talk about something refreshing. All right, so here we go. Dan's already said Absorbing Man, so that's the first one. Start naming super rares, guys. I need 2 more for Absorbing Man, and nobody's named anything else. All right, we got Hammer. 2 more for Absorbing Man or Hammer. Looking forward. I need some nominations, guys. First figure to be first nomination of 3. First figure. Right now we got Absorbing Man and Hammer. Any super rare out of the set. All right, I got another Absorbing Man by Corey Wild. So I've got 2 Absorbing Mans. If we get a third one, oh, there it is. Jogger says Absorbing Man. So we're starting with Absorbing Man. So if I open a booster and Absorbing Man pops up, you win the bounty prizes. Now, if we win the prizing on this brick, I will not reset and start another bounty prizing until the next brick begins. Okay, just so everybody's clear on that. Okay, booster 1's pretty good, in my opinion. We got Thor Prime, Super Rare Prime Thor, War Machine, Rare, Jocasta, Uncommon, Ant-Man, Common, Black Widow, Common. So that's our first Prime of the night. First figure worth some a little bit of dough. Not a bad first pull. What happened here? Oh, I see. Thor Prime did not want to go back in the box. He got free and was determined to stay free. All right, booster number 2. Booster number 2. Abomination Rare, Grandmaster Uncommon, Scarlet Witch Uncommon, Captain America Common, Winter Soldier Common. Now, of course, what will happen if we don't do the bounty? If nobody wins the bounty, we'll be going into Batman Team Up and we'll name a super rare for that set, and that will become the new bounty figure. I've literally opened up. Somebody's won the bounty prizing right away a few times. Sometimes it's went 3 or 4. We had a period of 2 months where nobody won the bounty prizing, and the pile was sky high. It was crazy. All right, so now we got Falcon Rare, Thanos Uncommon. There's the man. Vision Common, Captain Marvel Common, Hydra Agent. I'm sorry, Common. I really think that Thanos is really, really good. All right, booster number 4. Spider-Man Super Rare, Korvac Uncommon, Captain Marvel Common, Black Widow Common, Hydro Agent Common. Good Spider-Man. Whoever got that should be happy. Booster number 5. I got my dog in this one. I tell you, man, Bats is really good. I mean, I used it on team the other day. She can really buff. If you got a ranged team and you can use her properly, especially with her being tiny, you can do a lot of damage using her. All right, so we got Quasar Rare. We got Red She-Hulk Uncommon, Bats Common, Iron Man Common, and Black Panther Common. She's 30 points in a Mystic, and she also, I believe, is Police Department. So she does a lot of things. I think she's good. Is she Police Department? I may be wrong on that one. I know she's Mystics though. Booster number 6. Every time I see Hawkeye, I think it's the Hammer. He look from the top, he looks a lot like Hammer, but it is not Hammer. Ultron Rare, Hellcat, Uncommon, Bats again, Common, Stinger, and Bowman, all common. So we are still looking for Absorbing Man, Super Rare. Now we got booster number 7. And the bounty keeps carrying over. So, I mean, it just keeps carrying over and building from brick to brick, week to week, month to month, year to year. If 10 years from now, if nobody's pulled it, I'll probably have this whole room would be full up of stuff. All right, so we got another super rare, Star Brand, Tactical Force Rare, Luke Cage Uncommon, Jessica Jones Common, Spider-Man Robot Common. There are some figures that are super rares that should be in the CUR. They're never going to get played because they're weak. They're weak super rares, and you can't play them in the pulp. And nobody's going to play them in modern age. Nobody's going to really play them in silver age. They'll never see the light of day except in sealed. All right, Screaming Mimi, rare. The Beyonder, which is another. I've not seen anybody's build yet, but Beyonder is another figure that is uncommon. And then we've got Hellcat uncommon, Ultron Drone common, Bowman common. So I'm asked by Harrison Fordyce, how do you decide what goes into the bounty pool? I've got. I started off with a Wonder Woman. I just grabbed it off my shelves at the store. Last week I did a rock map, so I'm trying right now to start with something really, really nice, and then we tear off the legacy card of the first booster brick that we open, and then I've got a pile of stuff on my table, on my chairs, all around me. As you know, I run an eBay store, and so I get lots of things that I have lots of extras of, and so when I have a lot of extra things, I bring them down here and I just give them out for prizing. And every time that we have a new brick, I reach over here and I find more stuff to put in there. Okay. This is booster number 9. For anybody keeping count. And we got a Militant, rare. We got a Leader, uncommon. Hulk, uncommon. The Hulks out of this set also seem to be pretty good figures for a pulp team, and I haven't really seen anybody talking about them. All right, you've got Stinger common and Monica Chain common. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, pulp is pretty heavy on my mind right now. I've been building teams and been focused on pulp, and so everything that I'm looking at and opening up seems to be, I seem to have a pulp comment. All right, now we're on booster number 10. And booster number 10. Who has booster number 10? I think I already know the answer to this question. Who has it? I'm pretty sure it's Dan. So Dan Powell has booster number 10. Dan Powell fought over this booster. This particular booster brought big money. It went for nearly $40. And I will say that it was money well spent. You have the first chase of the night, sir. It will be a Thor. You have a Thor chase. You have a Doctor Strange rare. Also another good pulp figure. A Luke Cage uncommon, Vision common, and Ant-Man common. So congrats. That was a good pull. That was our first chase. So now we're moving into Batman Team Up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in a legacy card. Then I'm going to choose some things over here to add into the bounty pile. So I'll slow down a little bit, but I'm still going to be adding good stuff in there. So what I'm going to do here is I've got a JLU stack, and I am putting in Aquaman Team Up cards. I'm not just a Aquaman Team Up card. I'm putting in all the Aquaman Team Up cards for JLU. As you can see, that's all of them. So I'm adding that in. And then let's reach over here. Let's add a super rare. No, let's go over here. Let's do an OP figure. Let's go. Oh, let's do that one. All right, so I'm going to add Nimrod the Greater in. And I think that'll do for right now. It's a pretty good pile there. And let's open up these and number them. And once I open up these, then we will choose the super rare. So now, we haven't done this in a while. So this is Batman Team Up, and people have been begging, I won't say begging, but they've been requesting pretty heavily for me to do Batman Team Up. And I think the reason is that everybody is wanting to get the objects out of it. I think the objects are pretty hard to get in this set, and the constructs rather. And I think that everybody's been wanting to have, because you get a construct in every one of the boosters. I think everybody's been wanting me to do it for that. So this is going to be 11. 12. That's my theory anyway. I mean, because Scrappy's the best chase in there value-wise, but it's not full of value as far as chases go compared to other sets. Not that it's bad, it's just not. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. 15. It's just not value-wise. It's not as good as other sets comparatively. We also the super rares are pretty good in here, and of course you got the Destiny. We're going back to my pulp comments now. You got Deathstroke in here that could be pulled as a rare, and I've been selling a lot of Deathstrokes. Lots and lots of. I sell out of this set as far as CURs go. I sell a lot of Deathstrokes, and I sell a lot of Peacemakers. I sell those pretty regularly. All right, so that's number 20. So we got 11 through 20 there. All right, so let's go ahead, and we're looking at the first 3 nominations for a super rare in this set. Go. All at once. Nobody do nothing. I need nominations for a super rare so we can get this going, guys. I like to let you guys do it. All right, so I got a Sinestro. Got 1 nomination for Sinestro. Looking for another. John Hatford is typing. He's going to give us another. The first 3 figures, first figure to get named 3 times. I don't have a lot of people on Auxit right now, and I can't tell how many I've got on there. So I may. All right, so let's just do this. I'm gonna make it simpler. 2 times. We're going to go from 3 to 2. Guess everybody was more interested in that AV60 because they didn't stick around for the Batman team up. So I'm looking for somebody to name. Right now, if somebody says Sinestro, we can begin. If you want to name something else, name it. But I need... John Hapford is still typing. All right, so I got another Sinestro. Nope. Yep. Corey and Cody nominated Sinestro, so we're going to go with that. John Hanford says, I can't wait to play back. I won 4 and 60, but Sin called me, so missing opening. Sorry about that, man. All right, so we are now going to booster number 11. We are looking for Sinestro. Sinestro will win the bounty pile. Bounty pile is significant. If the bounty pile was only Death Metal Wonder Woman, and it's not, it's more than that, but if it was just Death Metal Wonder Woman, that would be pretty good. So what I think most people are looking for in this is going to be some of the super rares, the chases. Always everybody wants a chase, especially Scrappy Doo, and the constructs. And that's, I would say specifically people want rings. So we have, in this one, we have the yellow chainsaw. We have a rare Martian Manhunter. We have a uncommon Bumblebee. We have Clayface common and Bat Girl common. So that's booster number 11. Booster number 12. We have our first super rare in booster number 12. We have a Cowboy Boot red. We have a Deck Star super rare. We have Power Girl uncommon, Beast Boy uncommon, and Robin common. Another figure that I think is really, really, really good in pulp that I'm actually using, not out of this, I think it's out of Wonder Woman, is Teen Lantern. I think Teen Lantern is really good. She does a lot of stuff. All right, booster 13. Booster 13, Utility Belt, Major Mala, Poison Ivy uncommon, Daphne, and Harley Quinn common. I'm not really, I mean, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see very much Batman team-up being played figure-wise. Just a few of the figures. I mean, it's not totally dead, but there are a few of the figures, but I'm not seeing as much Batman team-up being played, except for the constructs. Constructs is a whole nother matter, but as far as just the figures themselves, not a lot of play. All right, so this I think is a pretty good pool for people wanting constructs and stuff. It's got a little bit of everything in it. All right, so we got the Blue Lantern ring. That's a good pool. We got an Aquaman rare. We got Elastigirl uncommon, Harley Quinn, and Fred uncommon, and we also have a mystery card in there. So it had everything in there. So this one is the Chest of Demons. Well-rounded booster. That was booster number 14. We move on to 15. Ah, good job, Dennis. Dennis, you want me to bring mine? You want me to ship yours, or do you want me just to bring it to Worlds when I see you? We can even settle up. If I come in the night before, just whatever you owe me, you can pay me back in alcohol. How about that? We'll go to the bar, and you can just buy drinks until you pay me. So bid away, my friend. Bid. We'll have a party that night. All right, we're on booster 15. I've got Spotlight red, and there's the Peacemaker rare. Blackfire uncommon, Starfire common, and Scooby-Doo common. Only 5? 5 what? We're talking pesos or American now? What's 5 mean? Right now you owe me for the two I got the 2 sketch variants that I haven't charged you for that I'm bringing with you, and whatever the boosters and whatever you buy between now and then. Plus, if you need anything, yeah, drinks. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how much the drinks are. There depends on where we go. It's pretty. They have the. I mean, the hotel is probably where we would drink at and hang out there. And I am going to come in a day earlier. I got to change my reservations. I need you to bug me about changing my reservations until I change them, so I don't forget. So starting tomorrow, start hounding me about changing my reservations so I'm there a day early. All right, so now we're going to booster number 16, and I'm doing that only to spend time with you. Otherwise, because there's no need for me to come in there, but since you're there, I'm going to be there, so we can hang out. Well, that could be. I would think that might be true. Cody, I'm sorry, says, I think that once Notorious comes out and rotation happens, more Batman team up will end up getting played. That's possible. Stop Sign Red, Sportsmaster Rare, Gizmo Uncommon, Velma Common, and Raven Common. No, I'm really looking forward to Dennis, man. I'm looking forward to that. I can leave probably mid-afternoon. What time are you getting? What time do you get to Memphis? What time are you going to be there at the hotel, roughly? And by the way, I do go by the airport. I mean, it's possible if you want me to pick you up at the airport, that might be possible if you're coming in on Wednesday, depending on what time you're coming in. So what time does your plane hit on Wednesday? It takes me 3.5 hours to drive there. I think that's right. 2.5 or 3.5. I think it's 3.5. All right, booster number 17. Still looking for Sinestro. No Sinestro yet. So in this one, get out of there. On this one, we got the Cowboy Boot Blue. We've got Scarecrow, Rare. Minos, Uncommon, Daphne, and Shaggy, part of the Mystery Machine group. Commons. That was 17. Now we're going to 18. Dennis, when do you arrive? When does your plane land in Memphis? What day and what time? Yeah, I think Scarecrow could be fun. All right, so here we go. We have another super rare, not the one we're looking for, but we do have a super rare here. All right, so we got the Cowboy Boot again, yellow. We got Cyborg super rare. We got Robot Man uncommon. We got Wonder Woman, and we got Moss. I guess that's Chris Moss, but this is just the Moss. Anyway. So Chris Moss, an old Christ, that part's for Christ. Moss is that day in Latin or Spanish or something, Italian, whatever. Chris Moss. The Moss does that mean holy day? Anybody know? Anybody know that answer? I was just wondering because of the name of the character. I don't know anything about Moss. That's a character that I'm unfamiliar with. Of course, all these Teen Titans kind of look like bobbleheads. All right, so now we go to booster number 19. We got the Fire Hydrant Green. And there's your Deathstroke, rare. The Penguin uncommon. Superman common. That Superman's pretty good. Nobody's talking about him. Kid Flash common. Dennis is in Mexico. He ran off on me or something. I don't think he's hearing me. Either that or he's running around looking for his reservation to see when he lands. But I can talk to him solo, so it doesn't matter. All right, last booster. We are looking for Sinestro, for somebody to take home the bounty prizes. Otherwise, it gets extended to next week. Let's see what's going to happen here. Looks like it's going to be extended. We didn't even pull a chase out of this set. Unless that's a chase and I don't know it, but I don't think that's a chase. We did get a super rare. We got the stop sign indigo, and we also got the super rare indigo. And then we got the red raven, uncommon, Batman common, and moss again. Yes and no, Cody. What's the yes? Moss. Moss in Spanish means more. Well, that's it for tonight. Unless you guys want to talk about something, we'll be doing. Well, we do need to decide. Do you guys want to do? What do you guys want me to pull next week? What do you guys want me? I'm actually thinking about plus. So Christ, more Christ. So Christmas means more Christ. Dennis, is that how that would be interpreted? Anyways, I'm thinking about. I don't I have to look at the schedule, so this may not happen. But I was thinking about possibly doing a live stream. I have to use my phone and do it. And still doing maybe doing a live auction, streaming it from the World Championship. So I can take a few bricks with me and maybe buy some prizing there, and we do some craziness and maybe do an auction that night at Worlds for people, so people that are not at Worlds can, in a roundabout way, participate and ask questions, and we can talk about Worlds, and then we can also maybe do an auction that night from there. Dennis will help me, won't you, Dennis? So anyway, Dennis, if you missed this, you can tell me later, but I want to know when you're coming in on Wednesday so I can figure out what time I should be there. Oh, there he goes. Curiosity there, different meaning. Christmas is the birth of Christ. Well, Nabbit is, yeah, okay. So Dennis, when are you coming in on Wednesday? So I know what time to be there, and it's possible that I could time it to pick you up at the airport depending on what time you're coming in. I literally go right by the airport in Memphis on the way to the hotel. 4 p.m. That might work. I could leave afternoon and pick you up. We can communicate to make sure. Okay, you check. We can talk. Me and you can talk solo on this. Let's let these guys go. They don't care what time you get in and when I'm going and all that stuff. So anyway, guys, have a good night. I still didn't get it. I was asking a question. There's not very many people here. Is there anything in particular the people remaining would like me to run next week as far as booster bricks? Do you want to run Spider-Man? Do you want to run Avengers 60? Do you want to run Batman again? Do you want to run anything else in particular? You have a chance to speak up. If you don't, then I'll pick. Dennis, we're 5:02. Okay. That still may be possible. I mean, it just means I leave it a little bit later. I mean, I'm not in a hurry. I'm only going there to see you. I'm not going there for any other reason, just to see you. So I might as well just pick you up, right? So I pick you up, and then we'll go to the hotel, check in together, and hang out that night. So anyway, we'll try to time that. The only thing that I would worry about, the only thing you need to do is communicate to me if there's a delay or something, so I'm not sitting there and waiting for you and cussing my Mexican friend for not being at the airport on time. Anyway, guys, I guess I'll just pick for next week. I may do Batman and AV60 again. I will announce it. I'll just wait to see what stock I have on hand. So we're not going to call it tonight. We have a good bounty. The bounty prizes will grow, and I add more stuff in before we start next week. So everybody enjoyed it tonight. You guys have a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Dennis, I'll sign off here, and then we can talk on Facebook one-on-one. Good night, guys.